It just so happens that my favorite holiday tradition is one that I can't ever plan for. I can't count down to it or mark it on a calendar because it never happens on the same day twice. The first snowfall. Everyone has a seasonal weakness. Mine is snow. Soft, glittering little invitations from the sky. That's the sign that I know I've been waiting for. It's time to make the house feel like Christmas again. Winter shows up and it's like it whispers, "Go on, you know you want to," and suddenly all bets are off. Those first snowflakes out the window, the world just gets quieter, cocoa tastes better, time slows down just a little bit, and everything ordinary becomes enchanted, sparkly, glittering, especially if you're easily enchanted like I am. Most people check the calendar when they decide when to decorate for Christmas, but I checked the sky, and the sky made it very clear. Today is the day. Decorating the tree, baking cardamom buns, and letting the first snowfall turn my home into Christmas. Today, I will attempt to sew curtains, bake a foreign pastry, and decorate for Christmas. My confidence level today, I would say Martha Stewart. I honestly feel like I could take on the world, but my skill level, on the other hand, probably Kevin McAllister. If nothing else, this should be entertaining. But first, breakfast. So as I've been preparing for the Christmas and winter season, I've been adding stories and books to my reading list that I keep in my journal, and it got me thinking about one of my favorite topics: winter legends, folklore, and fairy tales. Stories for the dark season, full of rich and atmosphere on cold and frosty nights. With that topic in mind, I found myself starting to write a story in my winter journal. It's about a shy house spirit who only wakes up on the first snowfall. And I call these spirits Hearthlings because they love the warmth and they like to stay in the coziest corners of the home. They don't speak and they don't knock things over. I'm looking at you, elf on the shelf. Their magic is quieter than that, and you never see them directly. They're a little too shy for that. But sometimes you notice clues. A little blanket tucked perfectly on the sofa inviting you in, a candle flickering in a way that makes the room suddenly feel especially comforting. And according to their lore that I've written for them, they do have one overwhelming passion, and that's cardamom. And since Hearthlings adore anything flavored with cardamom, I'm baking them their favorite winter treat, Swedish cardamom buns, as a proper welcome to the season. These buns are supposed to be very easy to make.
I've just rewatched the video. You're supposed to go around your fingers twice and then tuck under, but I have way too much dough for that. So I'm gonna go around again like that. That looks nothing like in the video.
Gosh, it's just getting bigger and bigger.
For the life of me, I cannot figure it out. Things just kept getting worse, and then my dough decided to become the length of a very determined scarf. I'm doing my best here, and if Hearthlings are watching, I hope they have a sense of humor. Ta-da! Not quite the shape the internet promised, but perfectly imperfect buns for perfectly imperfect winter days, although today is quite perfect. Now, the ritual goes like this. You set aside one bun for a Hearthling. Place the bun near a candle or a cozy corner, or just leave it out wherever you think they might find it, just as a little thank you for keeping the home happy and warm all winter long. Of course, Hearthlings aren't actually real. Not exactly, because, imagination does count for something, doesn't it? But Christmas feels much more magical when you bake as if they are.
They don't look exactly how they should have looked. I failed, I think, even more epically this time with the knots, but wow, they taste incredible. That tastes like Christmas.
Before we jump into decorating, let's rewind a little to one of those late night planning sessions, pajamas on, snow dusting outside, the cozy kind. And with me, of course, was my trusty planning companion, Milanote, who is kindly sponsoring today's video. If you've been here for a while, you already probably know how much I love using Milanote to plan my creative projects. Whenever I start collecting inspiration for the upcoming season, I open a fresh board and start gathering all the little bits of photos and screenshots that I've been hoarding on my phone that desperately need a place to go. It's become such a fun and comforting part of my process and really helps me stay organized while also literally bringing my vision to life. Basically, Milanote is a tool for organizing your creative projects visually. So you can collect notes, images, videos, tasks, to-do lists, and more all together in one place. Right now, I'm using Milanote to plan my entire Christmas decorating plans for the season. My main board is inspired by Christmas in the Cotswolds, but make it extremely whimsical. My main inspiration, as always, comes from The Holiday. Graham with those twinkle lights and that living room fort. One of my favorite interiors in a film. I'm obsessed. But then also I need to throw in the bookish, magical world of Kathleen Kelly and the cozy vibes from Nancy Meyers films. I love being able to lay everything out here visually. Color palettes, ribbon ideas, garland inspiration, DIY projects I want to try, and even little stills from movies that really help inspire me when it comes to nailing the exact feeling that I'm going for. I'm such a visual person, and seeing it all laid out is so helpful. With the web clipper, I can save anything instantly. If I see a lampshade or a curtain fabric or a knitted blanket, it goes straight onto my board in one click. Starting a new project is super easy because Milanote has over 100 built-in templates for all kinds of creative work. Filmmaking, interior design, writing, content creation, truly anything. And you can use it on your phone too. If I'm out running errands and see something that fits the exact vibe, I'll snap a photo and drop it right into my board from the app. When I'm ready to share everything, I can invite Jared to leave comments or give feedback, which he claims he doesn't care about, but he always has opinions about wreaths specifically. Milanote is completely free to use with no limit, so if you want to start your own Christmas mood board or plan your next creative project, you can sign up for a free Milanote account using the link in the description. Every year, I convince myself this will be the year I will sew my own curtains, which is quite ambitious for someone who doesn't really sew, at all. But here I am wielding Martha Stewart level confidence with none of the actual skill. But if these turn out even remotely curtain-like, I'll consider it a Christmas miracle. So this is my sewing machine. I've named her Matilda, and we have a complicated relationship. Last time we interacted, she tried to eat the fabric. Really, it was disappearing somehow, and she managed to knot the thread when I wasn't looking behind my back. And honestly, it was quite rude. It just was not a great experience, and I swore I would leave her in the closet, never to see daylight again. But alas, here we are. We have to be careful and only say nice words around it because I swear it can sense fear. So I'm not giving up on this dream of mine. White and red striped winter curtains with a little ruffle on the top. One possible snag is that I have no idea how to make the ruffle. I did watch approximately one YouTube video on the subject, but I think the best way forward is just to wing it in hopes to not overwhelm myself, Now, this is when sewing becomes math. and math is my least favorite subject. So I will be eyeballing everything, which I'm not sure if it will come back to haunt me later or not. We will see. At this stage, it's important not to panic. Even though every cut feels irreversible, because it is, I realized I only ordered the exact amount of fabric I needed, which in hindsight I realize is the most rookie mistake I could have made. I think too often we don't take on a new project or hobby because of the fear of us not doing it perfectly in the beginning, and I think that needs to stop. We need to just do things and be okay with them not being perfect.
Probably not the best way to sit at a sewing machine on a coffee table, but I got my foot pedal down here. Squatting is actually quite cozy. Are you supposed to sew it with the hem facing up, or is it supposed to be below? Because this side looks great and this side looks really bad.
I mean, if you don't look too closely, that's a proper hem, I think. I've never sewn a hem before, but that's usually what a hem looks like. I did it. I'm so proud of myself. I sewed a seam that was straight. I hemmed the curtain. Is it straight actually? I don't know. Let's not ruin the moment by asking too many questions. Who needs perfection when you have unwavering delusion and holiday music playing in the background anyway?
Who's wanted a ride?
Should we decorate the tree? Your first Christmas tree?
Yeah? Let's do it. I don't know how much more magical it can get. We've just brought all of the decorations and the Christmas tree out to decorate, and immediately, as soon as we were about to unzip the bag, it started snowing. It's almost becoming like a full-on blizzard outside. Oh my gosh. I wish I had a more eloquent way to say it, but this is the best day ever.
Ready? Okay, go.
D'Artagnan has now arrived to supervise.
The Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get...
This is a new favorite this year. How could I pass on a kitten inside a mitten? A kitten in a mitten? Sorry, excuse me, I sounded like a Utah there for a second. A kitten in a mitten. But whatever she is, like if I did have a theme, it would be this. I just want whimsical and cute and whatever makes me feel like myself. She's carrying 50 pounds of flour. This is totally a different style, but I got this when I went to Louisa May Alcott's house in Massachusetts. I think it's so pretty. I've showed this one before and I will continue to show it. This is my favorite ornament that I own. It says the story of Desiree and Jared. And I think it's the most lovely thing I've ever seen. I got it commissioned from Ash Elizabeth Art. My favorite thing to eat in Germany, honestly, is a pretzel. Isn't that just the cutest little Christmas teacup and saucer you've ever seen? I could even take the ribbon off of this and use it for little house spirits.
Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
Oh, don't fall.
Oh my gosh.
I got you. Okay,
What
ready?
if I just fall back into the couch? Ready?
Let's not
Ready?
die. Let's not die. Ah!
Ugh.
That
That was fun. I think every room should have its own little bit of Christmas magic, especially the kitchen. This is where so much of the season is spent, at least for me. I'm in here baking almost daily. So I was thinking, if you want just like a little glimmer that you see every time you walk in the kitchen, get a tabletop kitchen Christmas tree. That was a lot to say. Tabletop kitchen Christmas tree, which is actually perfect because 2 years ago, I think, or was it just last year, I started collecting food and dessert and sweet treat themed ornaments. It all started with our favorite cafe. They had this big Christmas tree inside full of sweet treat ornaments, cakes, croissants, chocolate bars, you name it. And in order to remember this place, because we knew we were probably going to move eventually, we started collecting these ornaments. But what better way to remember our time there than to have a specific tree where I can hang all of them. I don't think I have quite enough for this tree, but that's okay. It will give Charlie Brown vibes. It'll be a little sparse. It is leaning over a little bit. Let's get started with my favorite two that I purchased this year. The rule is they have to have a meaning behind getting it. So first of all, this might be my favorite. It's a little sourdough loaf, and I added a little ribbon here. If you're a Swiftie, you just know it's a sourdough year for us because Taylor Swift spent the better half of the podcast talking about her sourdough loaves. Does she deserve to be front and center? I think she does. Let's put her right here. Cute. The other one I got this year is this holiday cookbook ornament, which I just think is so darling. This is in honor of me trying more recipes this year. I've really been diving into trying new things instead of just sticking with my comfort classics. Let's put this one maybe over here. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it already, and there's only 2 of them on there. Okay, the other most recent addition, and this one actually doesn't have a meaning behind it. I broke the rule. I just thought it was cute, and it's a deviled egg. I love deviled eggs, and I've never made them. Let's put this one on the side over here. Oh, I should also mention, I found these mini cookie cutters. So I strung some ribbon around them. I thought these would be so cute for a mini tabletop Christmas tree because they're mini cookie cutters. They're perfect. They're meant for each other. So I'm gonna put some of these up. And then this is my favorite one. It's the closest to my heart. It's the first one that we got at our cafe in Rhode Island. It's a little slice of cake. They have the most incredible desserts. If you're ever in Rhode Island, go to Groundswell Cafe in Tiverton. The best croissant I've ever had in my life. Better than ones I've had in Europe. I have never been to France. Obviously, France has the best, but they're the best that I've had in the United States. Deserves front and center. How does that look? I think that's cute. So of course, we had to pick up a croissant ornament from Groundswell as well, so we can remember the time in our lives when we got to have the best croissants whenever we wanted to. Kind of hanging right there. Oh, and I love this one too. It's a festive teacup, which also represents our time in Rhode Island. Like this tree is just a love story to this cafe. I might rearrange that later, we'll see. And then we have this, it's a Christmas cookie. I'm just realizing now though that so many of these are brown colored or like a beige, light brown. Another brown one. I put this one probably in the back or on the side so you probably won't see it as well. And then I love this one. It's just honey, which I love and add to my tea every single day. And then also I have a bunch of dried oranges. Some of them have cinnamon sticks on them. It's just a tree full of food. What I would love to do is add a popcorn garland as well. This is coming together so perfectly. And then I think it needs a little bow on top. A little bow for a little tree. I'm obsessed. This is so cute. You guys, I love her so much. Highly recommend doing a tabletop Christmas tree this year. It will bring you so much joy. Oh my gosh, why have I never done this before? What do you think? Wow. Does that smell interesting? You're not interested? That's okay. You know what? I'd rather you not be interested in the Christmas tree. That's fine with me. Okay, she's gonna go in the middle of the island, front and center of the kitchen.
Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven? You'll find your fortunes falling all over town. Make sure your umbrella is upside down. Baby, don't you know? Trade them for a sunshine and flowers.
According to my Hearthling lore, once the Christmas tree is up and fully decorated, everything else in the house starts to get a little jealous. Like, I swear the chairs start hinting that they'd look lovely in ribbons, and the lamps always seem like they're longing for a new lampshade or a little extra sparkle. Oh, and the walls. The walls sort of sigh, like they're feeling left out of the celebration. It's sad, honestly, and I refuse to have a sad home. So I'm adorning them with a paper chain because that feels like exactly the kind of thing Molly Weasley would do to decorate for Christmas, which means it's absolutely the kind of thing I want to do. My goal here really is to just let whimsy take over, and I honestly feel like that's the way the Hearthlings would like it.
We've just hung the paper chain up here, but I think I actually want it to go all the way into the corner, which is behind the tree, so we have a dilemma because we can't figure out how to get back there. What if I just climb up here?
It just
Push me up there.
babe. Am I just
You
going?
go in the very corner. That's where there's more space. Have the push pin still.
Yep, go for it.
I'm gonna fall.
Go for it. Do I need to get lower? Are you holding on?
I almost just inhaled the push pin that I had in my mouth.
What
What about like with my knees?
Wait.
I need to face this way. I can feel my shin bone digging into your shoulder, and I really apologize for that, babe. There's some like cement. Okay, I did it. Yay!
Oh, you can relax.
We did it!
You're like, ooh.
Ready? I
Alright.
think that looks much better. So I'm going up there and I'm stapling this.
Oh my gosh.
I swear, if you drop me.
I won't.
Okay, I did it.
Suffocate me. Okay, that's it.
You're
So salty.
insane.
It is so salty.
It's not salty, it's rich chocolate.
It doesn't have to be exact. It's not a science.
Okay, do I need to change anything?
No, I think it looks good. Okay.
I want perfection or
Thanks.
nothing
Are you
at
being
all.
sneaky?
Here's the thing about decorating. There are seemingly official rules, and then there's fun and imagination. And I think the official rules say ornaments belong on trees, but the fun rules say do whatever makes your home feel like Christmas to you. I might have heard a little Hearthling whispering about how pretty the candelabra would look if it was adorned with ornaments. And you know, I couldn't agree more. Who says ornaments only belong on trees? Definitely not me. And I've always wanted to make a book tree. Honestly, books have spent their whole lives being rectangular, sitting on a shelf. Today, they get to be a Christmas tree.
This year, I'm just having the best time with all of these decorations, and I love that there's not a specific theme. It's just like the theme of my heart and what makes me happy. And what's gonna make me happy even more is if I can attempt something like, actually, you know what, I'll just put up the picture right here, like this mantle. It's full of everything that I love. I have to do this. My heart will not let me rest until I do this. And my main inspiration for this is Molly Weasley. I want a Molly Weasley mantle. I've got so many beautiful bits and bobs here, and bits and bobs. Is that a British thing? I've been watching a lot of British YouTubers recently. My favorite is this paper snowflake garland. We found this at a local farm shop. And then I made a little mini paper garland with this pink and red construction paper. I do have more snowflakes, but these are quite big. I have too many garlands, but I don't think that's a bad thing. Got this one, the little poinsettia flowers. This one. I also do have some more dried oranges and a larger tinsel garland. So let's just see what we can create. I'm so excited.
Merry Christmas, baby. Should it treat me nice? Merry Christmas, baby. Should it treat me nice? You bought me a diamond ring for Christmas. feel mighty fine, y'all. I got music on my radio.
The Hearthlings must be thrilled because every corner is sparkling, every wall is celebrating, and the house feels wonderfully alive again with Christmas spirit. It's as if our home is now dressed up to give December a proper welcome. Everything feels a little warmer, a little cozier, a lot cozier, and entirely ready for all of the magical moments still to come this season. If you were to ask me, I think this room has decided to believe in holiday magic too. Is there anything better than being in your pajamas by 8 p.m., holiday music on in the background, only lamps, dim lighting, candlelight, and the world feels so still and cozy? So I'm just in my room. I've been reading my book. It's not Christmassy, it's A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross, which I have been loving. Rebecca Ross is becoming a new favorite author. But while I was sitting here drinking my tea, I was thinking about what my favorite Christmas teas are, and I started making a list on my phone, as one does. I have lists for everything, and I wanted to share the list with you. So I went out in my kitchen and I collected my favorite Christmas teas. Some of them I don't currently have, but I'll include links to them. And I'll start with this one I'm currently drinking. It is the Candy Cane Green Tea from Trader Joe's. I apologize if you live outside of the United States and can't go to a Trader Joe's. I promise not all of these are from Trader Joe's, but this one is widely accessible if you are here in the US. This feels like a candy cane wanted to become a tea, but this is a candy cane. It's a little bit more mellow. And I say mellow because it's like peppermint forward, but mellowed out by a little bit of vanilla and a tiny bit of holiday spice. It's like a dessert in a cup that you can sip, and it is delicious. It does say green tea, but it's decaffeinated, which is why I am drinking it at night. Another one of my favorites, oh, I have it over here, is the Winter Wake Up Tea, also from Trader Joe's. And I promise this is the last Trader Joe's tea. It says it's a spicy black tea blend with cinnamon and ginger. It is pretty heavy on the caffeine, so definitely one to drink in the morning, but it really does feel like when you sip on it, like you're wrapping your face in a cinnamon orange scarf on a frosty winter morning. It has that black tea flavor, but then it also almost has like a chai flavor with the ginger and the orange. If you like chai, but also the brightness that comes with orange zest, this is so cozy, especially with a little splash of milk. Perfect to sip on with your breakfast or while writing holiday cards or watching the snowfall. So then you would have energy to go run and frolic. I was about to say prance in the snow, to frolic in the snow. Then I have two teas from Tea Pegs, which I only started drinking last year, but I really like both of these. The first one is apple and cinnamon, and the next one is spiced winter red tea. Both of these are caffeine free. The winter red tea, this one makes me think of mulling spices, like from mulled cider, but the base is rooibos. It's so cozy. It kind of reminds me of something I'd get at a Christmas market. I love this one, but I actually think I prefer apple and cinnamon. I love anything apple and cinnamon. It's just so good and so cozy. It's definitely more on the sweet side. This is more on the spiced side, but two options that I reach for all the time. And then I get asked a lot what my favorite chai is. This is my absolute would die for this chai. That's how good it is. I'm not even going to try to pronounce all of this is written in French, except for the very bottom where it says black tea with imperial spices. Everything else is in French. So I'm just gonna put a link to it and maybe you can kind of see here. And I'll put a picture up here. This is loose leaf tea, and I use this to make chai concentrate. So I boil a bunch of the loose leaf tea in water until it gets down to a really strong concentrate, and then I put that in the fridge for a week or two and use it with my milk. Oh my gosh, I first discovered this tea when we were living in Rhode Island. I'm gonna bring up Groundswell again, our favorite cafe. I've tried chai from every place
that I can try chai from, and Groundswell has the best, and they sell the one that they use in their cafe, and that is this one. I can't even, I don't know. Just imagine the best chai you can imagine that's not, I've never been to India, so I haven't had the real stuff, but I feel like this is pretty maybe close. The flavors are just so strong and deep. It doesn't feel like some chais I've had, I'm like, well, this just kind of tastes like watered down chai. It's not very strong. This, I'm not saying like it's strong, like the caffeine is strong, but the flavor is just so potent and flavorful. Like, you know, when you add the perfect blends of spices to a meal instead of just having salt and pepper, but when you add all the spices that work together to create such a good umami flavor, like, I don't know, that's just, they have the perfect ratio of all the spices. It's just the best. Sorry, that was really long-winded. And then I have a few from Bird and Blend, which I also just started drinking last year because I got their tea advent calendar, which I loved. If you're looking for really festive Christmassy teas, I feel like you can't go wrong with Bird and Blend. The array of flavors they have is perfect. Let me just read you some of the flavors. Some of these are going to be from the advent calendar this year, so if you don't want to know what those are, just skip this part. Some of these you can buy individually and some just come in the advent calendar, I think, but they have ones like gingerbread chai, which I love that one too. You can buy that separately outside of the calendar. Earl Grey cream, chocolate digestives, Great British cuppa, mulled cider, Irish cream, creme brulee, candy cane, ginger snap tea, apple strudel, salted caramel lebkuchen. My absolute favorites from all of those is their gingerbread chai, and this one's out of stock, but it's the Candlelit Library, I believe that's what it's called. It's from the Ruby Granger collection. It tastes like chai, but imagine if it was infused with leather books and pages and ink. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It tastes like a chai, but a chai that was made for a library or made to be consumed in a bookstore. I don't know what sorcery was involved in the creation of that tea, but I had it in my advent calendar last year, became obsessed with it. It was out of stock on the website and then I missed the restock, and I don't know if they're ever going to restock it again, but I have been signed up for updates. So if it ever does come back in stock, you better believe I will be stocking up on it. If you're watching this Bird and Blend, please bring it back. I will give you all my money. If you guys have any favorite teas specifically to drink during Christmas time, I would love to know what they are. I am going to finish this now, do a bit more reading, and then cozy up in my bed, and I think I'm going to watch while you were sleeping. Just sounds like the perfect evening, and the sun sets so early now, so it's been dark for multiple hours, but I still have so much of the night left. I love that about winter, all the cozy time in the evening. I hope you have a wonderful, cozy, and festive start to December. Take care of yourself. Please try to stay healthy. If you want some homework, make yourself a cup of tea, preferably something Christmassy or wintry. Watch The Holiday or while you were sleeping, and start a good book, but not like, don't try to rush through it while you do other things or read just a couple pages. Really indulge in it. I started this like 2 weeks ago and I still have probably 200 pages left, but I've been soaking it up and I'm having the absolute best time. Anyway, I'm rambling. I hope you have a wonderful December and I will see you soon. Bye, friends.